We were looking for Wellington. Arthur Wellesley Wellington was the first Duke of Wellington, and Wellington boots are the boots that come knee-high. And I'll choose the next one. Why don't we go with based on facts for 10 points. The film Confessions of a Dangerous Mind is an adaptation of the cult memoir of game show impresario Mugatu.
Chuck Berry.
Oh no. Fuma.
Chuck Barris.
Listen carefully to the question. Game show impresario Chuck Barris, in which he purports to have been a CIA hitman. Hollywood stars Julia Roberts and Drew Barrymore both appear in the film, and both of them worked for a scale salary of only $250,000 as a favor to their friend and director. What is the name of this actor that appears in Ocean's 11 and Solaris? Who?
George
Fuma.
Clooney.
Fuma?
George Clooney.
And Fuma, I'd like to just remind you, only share the answer with us after I've called out your team name.
Yeah, we were really excited.
Yeah, well, he was in Ocean's 11 and Solaris, and he made his directorial debut with this film. And Brad Pitt and Matt Damon cameoed for free because they're friends. And Fuma, it's your choice now.
Mixed history, 40, please.
Mixed history, 40 points. The first atomic bomb to be used in warfare was dropped on Hiroshima, a Japanese army base and city of 343,000 inhabitants at 9:15 a.m., August 6, 1945. The bomb was dropped from this plane, Mugatu.
Enola Gay.
And it is the name of the pilot's mother. Actually, the pilot's name is Colonel Paul W. Tibbets.
I'm getting nervous. This is an exciting game.
Yeah, you guys are buzzing in very quickly. It's fun to watch. And Mugatu, you're leading by 10 points. You get to choose.
I guess we'll finish off mixed history.
Finishing off mixed history, 50 points. This person was perhaps the most influential conquistador in Spanish history. In Panama, he heard tales of a southern land rich in gold. During the Mugatu.
Cortez.
Fuma.
Ponce de Leon.
And now the chance to answer is open to both of you. I'll finish the question. During the 1520s, he led 2 expeditions down the west coast of South America and saw the golden ornaments worn by Native Americans of the Inca Empire of Peru. Returning to Spain, he secured the king's permission to conquer the land and become its governor. Who was the Spanish conqueror and governor who destroyed the Inca Empire? Fuma.
Pizarro.
Yes. Francisco Pizarro is the man's name. And Fuma, with that question, you have taken the lead. 120 points versus Mugatu's 80, and you get to choose.
Based on facts for 20, please.
Based on facts for 20 points. This film is based on the true story of Frank Abagnale Jr., a successful Fuma.
Catch Me If You Can.
And it is a DiCaprio-Hanks movie. Did you like the film?
Yeah, I liked it a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty good film to watch. And
He didn't.
such an interesting...
Oh, I liked it okay.
Well, it's an interesting person. That's the main character, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Fuma, you're increasing your lead. You get to choose.
Based on facts, 30, please.
Sure. Staying with the same category, based on facts, 30 points. This film, the true story of Władysław Szpilman, a Polish Jew, witnesses the restrictions Nazis placed. Mugatu.
The Pianist.
Yes. And Roland Polanski, the director of the film, got a Palme d'Or for this. And did you like that one?
See, I actually haven't seen the movie, which was why I was nervous about answering that.
Well, it was a good guess.
Thank you.
And Mugatu, you're catching up. 110 versus Fuma's 140. You get to choose.
Based on facts for 40.
Staying with the same category, based on facts, 40 points. This story was based on real-life events that occurred in 1993 and ended in tragedy. The Tina Brandon story, that is, Brandon's murder by 2 of his supposed friends. Fuma.
Boys Don't Cry.
And the director of this film, Kimberly Pierce, made a very oddly touching story out of this very tragic tragic tale. And Fuma, you're increasing your lead. You get to choose.
We'll finish the category for 50.
Closing the category based on facts, 50 points. This film is of the human spirit, about the true life account of John Merrick, a deformed man. Fuma.
The Elephant Man.
That is we were talking about the David Lynch 1980 film starring John Hurt, who had his face covered in a mask while he made this movie. He actually was nominated for an Oscar for his role. And Mugatu, I saw you buzzing in with all these movie questions, but Fuma's just quicker with the buzzer. And Fuma, you get to choose.
Expo?
Sure.
Expo products for 10.
Expo products for 10 points.
Hello, my name is Yang Sung-seok and I work for Gyeongju World Culture Expo. Gyeongju World Culture Expo will take place until October 23rd under the theme, The Dreams of the Flying Horse, Harmony in Diversity as its sub-theme. Gyeongju is a city of living history and it preserves the magnificent details of the 1,000 years of ancient history. Now, let's take a look at some questions about Expo. Ruth Handler, who made this, said, "My whole philosophy was that through it, the little girl could be anything she wanted to be. This popular character doll, for which a variety of clothing and accessories is available, was launched in the 1958 New York Toy Fair."
Mugatu.
Barbie?
Yeah. She made her debut in the 1959 New York Toy Fair and has become a great hit since. And did you know they came up with a new version of the Barbie, and she's more kind of anatomically like a real woman.
Happy to be me,
Really?
Barbie. I think, yeah.
So you mean the first one wasn't?
Oh. And, wow. And Mugatu, you get to choose.
Biology test for 40, please.
Okay, biology test for 40 points.
The primary difference between DNA and this is that DNA is a double...
Fuma.
RNA?
Or ribonucleic acid is what we would have taken. And Fuma, you get to choose.
Finish it?
No.
No. Okay, Expo products for 20, please.
Expo products for 20 points.
About 2,000 years ago, there were 6 villages in Gyeongju in Korea, each of which were governed by its own chief. The 6 village chiefs held a discussion as they thought their people were lawless because they have no king. As a result, they appointed Baekhyokose as their king. It is the birthplace of this kingdom in 57 BC Gyeongju, which is where the expo is being held, was the capital of this kingdom, which was an age of culture and art.
Mugatu.
Sheila?
And Mugatu, it's good to see you on the board. You get to choose.
Expo products for 30, please.
Expo products, 30 points.
Historically, many inventions have been introduced through the expo. This invention was shown at the Paris Exposition of 1900. In 1891, Jacques Renault created a new novelty ride at Coney Island, a moving stairway that elevated passengers on a conveyor.
Fuma.
Escalator.
Yeah. Hard to imagine an escalator being a ride, but when it was first introduced, people said they got dizzy on the escalators. Anyway, it was created by joining Scala, which is Latin for steps, with elevator. And Fuma, you get to choose.
Okay, Expo for 40.
Expo, 40 points.
In 1939, the New York World Fair took place. The Westinghouse Company developed this for the fair. The contents were selected based upon American life as in 1939. Inside this were 35 common items such as fountain pens and a set of alphabet blocks, etc. It was constructed from an alloy made of tempered copper and silver called cuploy. It would be retrieved 50 centuries after being...
Fuma.
Time capsule?
Contemporary art, literature, and news events were included in microfilm in this time capsule. And Fuma, you get to choose.